bunker, the lab, whatever you want to call it.
I like the lab.
The lab. All right. There it is now. The People of Comedy Network Lab here live. I'm John McCombs. I'm here with Paul Miller.
What's up?
Paul, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. Happy Monday to all the listeners out there. We're here live in the lab.
Oh, he's bringing that charisma this time. He's not a deer in the headlights for this one.
Yeah.
That deep dish pizza's really got you in the mood now, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, this week, so we've got a lot to cover. We've got album drops. We've got some things to debate. We've got things happening at the clubs. A lot of stuff going on out in the world. And we are here to give it to you all, our loyal listeners in Chicago. And everywhere in the world. It doesn't have to just be Chicago. Tell your friends. Tell your friends in lesser cities like Detroit and Cincinnati. How about that?
I'm sure they're listening, man. I'm sure there's a lot of people interested in our show. Right?
Listen and hate. Hate that you aren't us, as they say. Hate us because they ain't us.
Well, we're just putting in some good quality info for you all, and got a great show planned for you. I'm pretty excited about this podcast.
Paul, I love you because you just stay at the talking points. You're just like, just go back to it's a good show. And we're gonna have a great time, and everybody's gonna learn something.
Yeah. Well, I'm pumped, and I hope you are too. And it's great. It's an honor to be here. Actually,
dude, I'm pumped. Yeah. I am pumped. So, first thing we want to talk about, things that happening and happen at the clubs. Let's start with Zanies. Zanies had their first after-hours show this weekend, late night show on Saturday night, booked by Brian Morton. His own review, from his own words, every comic smashed. They sold it out, packed out. It was the debut for TJ Stokes.
Yeah.
Yep, and Victoria Vincent did a guest spot as well. Killed. It was a party. Music was lit. Everything about it was lit. James, you were there.
Dude, I got to film it. And yeah, TJ Stokes. I just got, first of all, hand of God, everyone there absolutely fucking destroyed. It really was an incredible. It felt like, remember comedy here at a showcase, stand up. Or a CYSK or a parlor car, back in the day when it was really popping. I haven't felt that kind of energy until Saturday. It's been so long since it felt like a real, straight and narrow fucking Chicago comedy showcase. And this fucking TJ Stokes guy, no offense to him, never fucking heard of him, brought the house down.
Nice.
Absolutely crushed, dude. And, there were a lot of people there specifically to see him. So the crowd, let's be honest here, the crowd was peppered for him. But, dude, he came with it, and it was real, and it was great. And then so did everybody else. Adam Gilbert, I think, subjectively, my own opinion, first of all, the room was half black. Doesn't happen at Zanies. Never happens at Zanies. Adam Gilbert crushed in a half black room.
Dude, he's got those references to old Def Jam comics.
Dude, he came out with that Shucky Ducky shit. I lost my shit, bro. It was so funny, dude.
Oh, man. I wish I was there, man.
It was a blast. Every single Saturday at 11:15 p.m. at Zanies, please go to After Hours. It's such a fun show.
Yeah. And if you missed out on that, you might still be able to get tickets to see Miss Pat. She's at Zanies between today and the 22nd. Tickets are really limited on that, so if you don't got them yet, you better hurry up on that shit, because Miss Pat is a fucking beast. I saw her on, I don't know if you guys watched that new Netflix show, The Cabin with Bert Kreischer, but holy shit, her episode, I was dying within 30 seconds. She destroys one of the co-stars on The Big Bang Theory, and it's one of the funniest fucking things I've ever seen, because she just wants Miss Pat to like her so much, and Miss Pat is just she just doesn't know how to interact with me. So, but she's at Zanies between the 19th and the 22nd, and then that weekend, Dan Lamorte, yeah, he will be at Zanies this weekend. He's one of the youngest touring comics. He was 24.
He was 24. So I did his album and special last year, last January, and he was 23, and it was his second album.
Wow.
So yeah, and he's so funny. Miss Pat, by the way, sold out All 4 days.
Oh,
Well,
shit.
you
Can't
missed
get
out.
tickets.
You missed out. So, well,
Good for Lane.
But definitely get tickets for Dan Lamort. Dan Lamort
go
is
see Dan.
fucking hilarious.
Go see Dan Lamort, and then be very angry that he's younger than you. And I am feeling very angry myself right now. I hate youth. I hate people who are younger than me and better. I'm not bitter at all. Paul, are you bitter?
No, not a chance. But wait, what are we bitter about? I'm sorry, I got ADD, dude. I was just looking at that flyer. Wait, hold on.
This young gentleman.
Ah, man, I screwed
Dan
up.
Lamort.
Dan Lamort. Yeah.
He's 24. 24.
Good for him, man.
And he's crushing it out there.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's coming up in a couple weeks, or
That is this weekend. Friday,
weekend.
Saturday, Sunday.
well, we got a big fight this weekend. I'm just messing around. I can't talk about it. Wait, is that this weekend? No. All right, man. I'm off tangent right now.
It's okay. It's okay. Hey, man, let me steer you. I steer you, and you just knock them dead. I set them up for you. We got and then at Rosemont we have Nacho Redondo on the 20th, Jim Florentine on the 22nd. So check those out. This week at the Laugh Factory we have Highly Recommended this Thursday, which is a weed themed show. But can I say that? I don't know if I can say that, but I just did.
What?
So
Why not?
It's legal here.
Yeah.
True, very true. But hey, weed themed show at the Laugh Factory, booked by Willie Griswold, so it's going to be a lot of cool comics up that way doing that. Yeah, they had a good weekend last weekend at the Laugh Factory. They sold out the Friday and Saturday, almost sold out the Thursday and Sunday. So if you're looking to try and get in, just to watch the shows, Thursdays and Sundays might be your days. But yeah, they said with weather getting worse, they're going to start selling out a lot faster. So comics, buy your tickets or at least reserve them early. So yeah, weather's going to get worse. Me and Paul, all 3 of us were out in the park this weekend, and it did start to rain at one point, but we got through it, and there was no microphone, and it was super windy, so it's only going to get worse. We barely had a show, but it was successful.
It was fun.
Yeah, it was a learning experience, as they say.
And a funny one at that. Huh?
And funny one. I had fun. It was a good one for me.
Honestly, dude. All right, with these outdoor shows, man, let me just say something. Okay.
Tell them how you really feel, Paul.
Dude, honestly, you show up, man, and you think it's going to be, oh, what the hell is this? Going to be a disaster. And then once you get the wheels turning, John, you started the show off, just jumped right in. People were laughing their asses off, man, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just got to hang in there. You got to deal with the fact that it's outdoors, it's different, it's a weird, strange environment. And then afterwards, like at the first like minute or two, it's just the same old shit. Yeah. You know, I mean, it was kind of hard because we were doing a cappella and having to yell over the leaves and whatnot. But I mean, at the same time, people were still laughing, still having a good time all the way till the end. So I mean, do what you got to do, but also remember that it is October in Chicago. It's going to be November soon, so snow is going to fall, and people are not going to want to be out in the park anymore. But hey, what do I know? You know, we're trying to make things happen. Maybe someone will find a solution. I don't know. Anyways, upcoming this weekend at Zany's, we got a bunch of local favorites: Adam Burke, Kyle Scanlon, Carly Kane, M. Brown, Marty D, Blake Burkhardt, Anthony Bonazzo, Tim Smith. I mean, your usual suspects over at Zany's this weekend, so check them out. It'll be another good week for the clubs. Another one I think we neglected to mention, Lincoln Lodge. I mean, they're an independent club, but they're doing shows again Fridays and Saturdays. So check out Lincoln Lodge. They've got some stuff going on there.
They're open right now. They have an open mic going on right now.
Yeah, that's true. So they got some rooms open doing open mics. So if you're tired of yelling over homeless people at the park, you can go over to Lincoln Lodge and yell over homeless people in a building. So
that was good. I like that one.
Hey, you got an approval from James. So
do it quick though, because Lori Lightfoot is going to shut everything down.
What the heck is this?
Uncle
Lori. Yeah,
Uncle Lori.
Uncle Lori is coming.
Uncle Lori is coming for your shows. So you better get ready. Get them in while you can. All you folks out there dragging your feet on getting back out there.
Just mask
We're going up in COVID, so keep your eyes on that. I'm willing to bet we'll probably see new restrictions by Friday. That's usually when they unveil them. So
Yeah.
Keep your eye on the news. Stay safe. Wash your hands. Keep your distance. Put a mask on.
yeah,
We're not messing around.
enjoy drinking till 1 a.m. While you still can.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think we can move on to our next fun little segment. Paul, I don't know if you wanted to intro this one.
What's that?
The one where we highlight a local comedian that we think is doing great.
Okay. Here's our segment of the show. Motherfuckers on the rise.
On the rise.
On the rise.
And
all right, man.
The comic.
This motherfucker's on the rise. I love this shit, dude.
Oh, it's so great. I love it too.
All right, you want to? Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
the comic we wanted to highlight this week, who we think is doing awesome out there, who I love to death. Want to see this dude succeed, get more spots. Kenyan Adams chick. Shout out to you, Kenyan. Dude, every time I see Kenyan before a show, he is pulling his fucking hair out because he is so nervous. It just wants it to go well so badly. But every time he gets on stage, he crushes. I don't think anybody has as many punchlines per minute as Kenyan Adams chick does. Have you've seen him live before, right, Paul?
Yeah, dude, always just great, man. It's good to see people like coming up, getting their name out,
Yeah, and
rise.
but he works hard as shit. So I mean, hey, bookers, book him. Everybody, put Kenyan on your shows because I think Kenyan's a great fucking comic. One of the North Carolina crowd. Yeah, he's got a bunch of clips out on his Instagram here. So Week come.
Let's watch Week Come.
Here we go.
I
Got
know
some
what's
audio
going
here. Or?
Oh, it's a
I
subtitle.
muted it.
Oh, here you go.
Let me restart it.
But you know what I think the fundamental problem is this is a generation made of weak cum. Now I'll elaborate. So,
Got the suit on.
you ever been jerking off and a strong load comes out, it's got direction, you can tell it's gonna be somebody, It's like a Steve Jobs load, And then sometimes it just kind of dribbles out. I feel like everyone I talk to today is just made of dribble cum, And they just dribble out into your life like, yeah, I'm an introvert. You're like, you were meant to be in a sock, man. That's all that is. How'd you make it to the egg when you can't even make eye contact? That's my main question.
Week Come.
Oh, Week Come.
That crowd was lit, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was in May.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
May.
But
May.
Nice, man.
this year, okay. Well, hey, yeah. So Kenyan Adams check him out. Book him on your shows, man. I think he's a rising star in the scene, and he's gonna be beside himself when he sees it. I gave him a shout out. He's like, "Oh my God, John, this is great!" And then nothing will change, but hopefully gets like 1 or 2 more bookings or something from this. I don't know, but anyways, yes, Kenyan, great job out there, man. Paul, anything to end?
Not really. I mean, this segment's great. Like, it's great. We recognize hard workers. I know that dude's at all these shows, like, putting in work, grinding, writing. I see him, man. So, like, just trying to get some spotlight for us local comedians out there, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I beat him once at on the Tomato Throw show at the Comedy Bar.
Oh, shit.
Well, no, I beat him for the most thrown at a person. I was the last comic up, which I'm like, I'm just gonna take a dive, and as soon as I got one more tomato thrown at me than Kenyan, I said, I just did that because I had to break him. I had to take it away from him.
That show, man, let me tell you. James knows. I go up there and just get destroyed, dude. Like,
Oh, Paul has the record.
oh, yeah. Well, I did.
438 tomatoes.
That
How
was
did they
it. Yeah,
have that?
man.
How did they
you
even
tied.
have
No,
that
you
many?
tied. You tied for the because they reload because they make the
Yeah.
interns go up there and
It's because they like me so much, like,
Paul.
Like, I'm not intimidating the guy.
I
on
miss that
stage.
show so much because you.
Dude.
It may have been the funniest night of comedy I've ever seen. Paul Miller at the Tomato Throw show. You've never they had to wait. Like Paul had to stop doing stuff so they could give the tomatoes back so they could throw them back at him.
Yeah.
My secret, I've won twice. My secret was to start off with the I'm a veteran thing, and then tell them that throwing tomatoes triggers my PTSD, and Oof, man, dude, they not want to throw tomatoes at you then.
Cheating.
Hey,
I wouldn't have let that shit fly, John. I would have thrown like 80 tomatoes at you myself for that.
hey, well, I got my money that night, so it is what it is.
They can't do that now, though. COVID, right?
Yeah.
You got to disinfect those tomatoes.
Yeah.
Yep, man.
It's a lot of tomatoes.
All right, but let's move on to some general news here. We have a album drop today. Was it today or yesterday?
It was today, this morning.
This morning, we had Cameron Gillette dropping his album, The Best Set I Will Ever Have. Guys, check out this album. I brought up Cameron last week. He's a great comic, available on iTunes, Amazon. I think we got a clip queued up.
We do have a clip, yeah.
All right, let's hear it.
I had to go to jail. They make you go. And before I was going, all my friends had the same advice. Everybody I talked to just kept telling me, hey, don't drop the soap. Right? Yeah, like, I couldn't get any advice other than that, and I went to jail. Turns out, hey, you can still get fucked in the butthole with soap in your hand. They're pretty cool about it. Pretty laid back dudes. Lax on the rules in jail. You get there because you're lax on rules.
Very nice, very nice. So if you like that, check out. There's plenty more. It's got 23 tracks on this album.
23 tracks.
So plenty of material there. Check out The Best Set I Will Ever Have by Cameron Gillette. Like I said, available on iTunes, Amazon, pretty much wherever you get your comedy albums from. It's going to be there. So check it out. Please support local comics. Let's get some more downloads for Cameron Gillette.
If you haven't bought it yet, do it right now. He is number 2 in the world right now.
That's right. Get him up to number
we need to
1.
get number 1 right now.
He's beating John Mulaney.
Let's look at who Cameron's beating right now. Let's go ahead and take a look.
We got
Beating
Kid
John Mulaney.
George's.
Louis Black released his album last week. Huge deal. He's
Wow.
beating Louis Black. Kyle Kinane, Kyle Ayers. I don't know that. Weird Al. He's beating Weird Al. He's beating John Mulaney
Waiting
twice.
John Mulaney twice.
Fuck you, John Mulaney.
Yeah.
He's beating Adam Sandler too. Fuck you, Adam Sandler.
What?
And
Bill-
Billy Boy.
Oh, Bill Burr.
Yeah.
Oh, he caught a lot of flack this week. Or last week, I should say.
Yeah.
For SNL. God, man, I don't know what people are doing. Okay, it's been a weird week in Chicago comedy. And today there was a little some scene drama, if you will. I'm not going to mention the person because I don't think they're worth the fucking airtime. But basically, trolls being trolls.
What was the
still-
subject matter?
Oh, they made an hour-long YouTube video about being
Okay, you have to fucking link
canceled.
to this. Because
I didn't even hear about this till now.
Yeah.
dude.
What
it was.
happened?
So this is a.
what did Bobby Buds do?
No, this is not Bobby Buds. This is not Bobby Buds. This is a comic who who will remain nameless because I don't want people to give him the time of day. But in any case, it is an ongoing dilemma wherein he used to host an open mic in Chicago that was pretty popular. Or co-host, I should say, not even host. He was just sometimes the co-host.
Wow, an hour
and then,
8 minutes. Holy
yeah,
shit.
he got brought in
you
to host.
Oh my God! He not
toxic
only
femininity or something like that.
not
or-
only did he make an hour and 8 minute YouTube video, he sectioned it off in YouTube. So hey,
And I said, if
that like dislike ratio.
if half
is
the
not good.
comics in the scene put as much work into writing jokes as he does into ruining his reputation, they would make it. This guy is a tool, and you know who he is. And if you don't know, I mean, ask literally anyone, and you'll find out. But in any case, fuck that guy. But we got it. James is laughing because he's.
I'm looking right at him.
Yeah.
And here, I'll put it up there, but I'm not going to show you, Paul. Here, I'm not going to show them. Here,
Yeah.
look up there.
He does look like a guy who would be like, I've got a problem with women.
All right.
He's not
yeah.
watching this. Well, women probably have a problem with him.
Well, they definitely have a problem with him.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Dale McPeak's podcast. No?
Oh, we could get him on. Nobody likes
boy.
you.
That would get the most views of all time.
Oh, God.
No?
Don't give him ideas.
I'm going
in
to text
case he-
Dale right now.
Better format than this platform.
Thank you, Paul.
We're bringing the news. Hey, I know there's some opinions, man, but like,
God, I don't want to
I'm
give this
texting
guy
Dale.
any more fucking attention than he deserves.
that would be
with
a
his
great
zero.
podcast, though.
It would be actually very entertaining, but also
It might be bad too.
I hate this guy's
Yeah. Who
fucking
knows?
guts.
Podcast it out, man. Huh?
Well, far be it from me to step on the success of another podcast. But last little bit of news, not really local news, but I think it's worth checking out. Opening Act, which is a film directed by Steve Byrne out of New York, is on Amazon Prime. You can download it. You can rent it or buy it on Amazon Prime. But in any case, it's about a struggling comedian who gets a weekend to feature or host, at the Improv in Pennsylvania. They just say Pennsylvania, don't say any particular city. But it's kind of like an autobiography of this dude's life, but it's very interesting because it's from the perspective of a struggling comic. And it's like this dude bombs, this dude deals with hecklers, this dude gets like solicited for sex by just like chuckle fuckers. It's it's a pretty fucking funny movie. Yeah. I can't remember. I think it's Jimmy Yang. Is that guy?
Steve Byrne.
Yeah. Steve Byrne. Yeah. A bunch of comics are in it. Bill Burr's in it. Neil Brennan's in it. Cedric the Entertainer.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. It's just a comedy all-star group. Whitney Cummings, Felipe Esparza. Yeah, it's a ton of comics in this movie. Russell Peters.
Tom Segura's a cop?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I'm in it just for that, bro. Let's go.
Wait, is this a movie out now?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
out. Yeah, Jimmy Yang stars in it, and he's it's on Amazon Prime right now. You can rent it, you can buy it. It's not free, but I mean, it's worth watching, man. I enjoyed it. I checked it out this weekend, and I really enjoyed it. So that's something to.
It's a great lineup. I know that. I saw Steve Byrne. I actually met that guy once. He's a real cool dude, man.
Yeah. Okay, we got to get over to our last segment of the night here, our point counterpoint. This week,
Yeah.
Paul was super excited for this one. We got, I think James is excited as well.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
Hey,
I'm excited. Yeah.
Well, we are.
Nonetheless.
This topic today came up because I saw people are offering these now. Once again, comedy classes.
Comedy classes.
Yeah.
Get your ass in class.
Hey,
Dude, I don't know, man.
but that's my line though, because I'm in
Shut-
favor.
yeah.
You're anti. So I
Alright,
started last week. Let's start with you, Paul. What's your argument against comedy classes?
Well, it's a class, all right? Gonna break it down pretty at an elementary level, all right? You get on stage. This ain't geometry, all right? This is an art. It's a performing art. You can't just sit in a circle full of desks and talk about it, all right? You can, but you're wasting your damn time. If you really want to get good at stand-up comedy or any comedy, you gotta do it, all right? And you gotta have. Well, I didn't even been to a class, but I can assume there's a lot of listening
In general,
and
ever.
sitting down and taking notes. Some artists don't work like that, you know?
Hey,
You know!
but to that point,
Get
Paul.
around it.
To that
What's up?
point, Paul. Some artists do. Some people do. A lot of comics in the scene actually started off doing classes first.
Yeah.
And I think even some
How they doing now?
But there's some famous comics who started off doing classes. And so I would say that classes at least give you the option of like having an open environment for experimentation that's more welcoming than say just going to an open mic in a bar. So for some people, it is like they want to dip their toes in first, and a lot of people are like, they don't fucking make it, just like most of us don't fucking make it in any case. But for those people who do just kind of, they want to start from somewhere because that's what they understand is like, oh, you take a class to get good at this or to learn what the fuck this shit is, then I say more power to them. And they probably skip some of the bullshit steps you start off with.
Yeah. No, you make a good point. One thing I want to counter-argue against that, though, is I've seen this where they structure it and gets almost too scientific where it's not even organic anymore. It's like you're following a template for your joke. And it can be really funny if you follow that template and you got some killer-ass shit. But if it's not that good, it sounds almost scripted sometimes.
Well, you know, and
it is, I guess. Man.
to that end, I mean, there are some classes where it's like, I mean, for a comedy class, look, I know comics in the scene who teach classes. Some of them are really fucking good, and I feel like if you're just starting out and you take a class from this person, then you're going to be ahead. Like you're going to learn a lot of shit really early on, and they're going to help you. There are also some comics who are teaching classes, so I'm like, why the fuck is this person teaching a class? And so you kind of roll the dice with who you get as a teacher. So I think largely it does depend on who you get as a teacher. I've taught a class before, not because I wanted to, but because that was the only way I was going to get paid. Yeah. So I taught a class because it's like hell in Germany, and I was like, that's the first thing I said. Like, I'm not going to make you guys money.
Shit, I'll teach a class, man.
Take a class by Paul Miller.
I'll take that class.
I'll motivate you guys. Hey, I got a good eye, you know.
The first day of class, you're just gonna bring in a case of fucking Miller.
So we're just gonna have a nice social first class, you know, get to know each other, and what brought you all here today, huh? You want to do comedy?
This podcast
came to the right place, man. Yeah. First class is on me, everybody. Here, take a beer. We're staying overtime. All right, no. You make a good point, John. I gotta say though, the number one thing was like being too nerdy or scientific about things. You know what? Once you get thrown in the fire on stage, and if you record yourself, you can kind of get a feel for what works and what doesn't.
Yeah. And
also, when you're at those comedy shows, like amateur open mic hours, you can get tips from other comedians. Maybe they notice something. I know that's all shit that sometimes people say that.
But that's all shit you learn as you go. And to that end, of course. But I mean, I do feel like, of course, a class is never going to make you funny.
Yeah.
Like you can't just go to the class and now you're funny. Mm-hmm. But you can learn a lot of shit from other people who are more experienced telling you in that class and giving you the breakdown of why something might be funny or breakdown of things not to do, or like some of the more physical aspects of your performance, like hey, maybe don't hold the mic like this to your fucking mouth. Shit like that, where you can get critiqued and get feedback. I think can help break some of those bad habits people get in like their first year or so of comedy.
Yeah, you know what's one thing I noticed? One time I was doing this early on, leaving the mic stand in front of you. You're supposed to take that thing and get that out of the way.
Yeah.
You know, if you're not going to use it. And then also at the class, some of these teachers, I've seen it because I host open mic, they have the students as like their homework to go try out a couple mics.
Yeah.
And then they give them a list. And actually my mic was one of the ones that they had. And like the whole class came. It was awesome. And they're like, if you're trying to start out, it's a great way to get a foot in the water, you know?
As long as they don't show up treating it like it's a improv
They take it real seriously. These kids, I mean, they're not even kids. Some people are older people, but you know, all I could say is it's a good start, but you're going to learn the most by just
doing it.
Yeah, you just got to get that verb.
You ever opened for an improv troupe before?
Oh. Yeah, I have. At the Annoyance. It actually went well.
Yeah, it does, because they are trained to like laugh for their friends and other improvisers. So you're up there, you're crushing. They're like, oh my God, it's so funny. And then what they try to do is get all the stand-ups to stay for their performance, and then they go up and we don't give them shit.
Yeah.
And like, if it's not funny, we ain't laughing. Try again.
Yeah. I just get so tuned out sometimes too after you go on stage. I don't know, dude.
I want to get the fuck out of there.
Whatever.
All right. We got to wrap up soon. Did we get any questions or anything from the email this week? Okay. Well, hey, y'all, we'd love to answer some questions, talk about some shit y'all want to talk about. So send emails to peopleofcomedynetwork@gmail.com. Me and Paul will more than happily answer your questions on air. Hey, we'll make them funny. We'll find a way. We'll find something in there. Paul definitely will.
Yeah. Send us an email. We're bored out here. Do we have listeners? Hello.
Yeah.
We're live.
You got Paul out here. There's Monday Night Football going on.
Yeah, come on. I got kids at home. Got a wife and kids to feed, man. I'm not. You think it's funny?
Yeah.
It's funny.
I do.
All right. Well, guys, that has been our podcast show for the week, the Chicago Comedy Show. Check us out next week. Paul, thank you so much. James, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Chicago,
Manny,
hang in there. Keep coming back. Keep laughing. Paul, you want to give us our signature?
Chicago.
There you go.
Over and out, Chicago.
All right. Peace, guys.
That's why I'm here. Wait, no.